Hey, good Tuesday. Here's a must-watch video. I'm going to put a link in the description, probably in the comments too. Really should be watched. It's from 1956. It is the discussion about the use of nuclear weapons and what we've learned about them, what we know. It's guised as a civil defense piece of information. In going through this, you can watch and listen to all the pieces that it speaks to. You could go into the nuclear stories behind that. One of the things mentioned is fire retardants. Now, fire retardants were invented, were created as part of nuclear warfare studies by chemical companies. That's how it works. This is how it works. Massive engineering houses, massive chemical companies mining the planet and selling us stuff. So this video goes through nuclear bombs, what happens, what we know about what happens, the initial burst of high energy that can last for milliseconds or minutes, or in some cases, months and years. Chernobyl is one of those years of burning things. Instead of blowing up quickly, it's just sitting there smoldering still. It's how nuclear works. Fukushima, same way. Sitting there smoldering. A slow motion explosion over weeks, months, and years now, releasing particles into the atmosphere. So this video does go on to talk about the spread of these nuclear waste from a bomb. Those studies, those atmospheric studies, those dispersion studies from 1956, we have only gotten better at these things and understanding what this means and how it means. We use plume studies to study, to figure, to estimate how much a chemical plant can release into the atmosphere, into the waterway. We have models and simulations for these things that are run ad nauseum and corrected and rebuilt and made better based upon continued studies of how these things work. And this is what we've done. This video is from 1956. We were promised inside those nuclear contracts. Free energy was out there. That was a promise. Free energy. Imagine that. Didn't happen, did it? Clean energy. We know mining has polluted tribal nations across the Americas. Mining for all types of minerals and refining those minerals, extractions to the parts, because this is how mining works. You know, mining minerals came before the written word of the Middle East, all of them. Humanity was mining across the planet using metals. Some of us had wheels, some of us didn't have wheels, but mining is a pottery. Consistent human activity. Agriculture, consistent human activity for somewhere 200,000 years. So inside those contract promises for nuclear reactors were good education promises, continuing education about this nuclear world we were building. And it fizzled out because the balance of nuclear power to nuclear waste doesn't exist. It's out of balance. It doesn't work. We're talking about storing square miles of these materials in the deserts of New Mexico and Texas. Someone's talking about it. So look through this video. It's kind of tedious, but every aspect of it is relevant to any type of nuclear, their pieces, their relationships, qualified and quantified relationships. So I'm sorry about the video. It is rather brutal to watch as well. So pieces out. Boiling water for energy. We can do betters. Maybe